Hello everyone. Welcome to the final day of the FTP on ICT tools for technology infused learning. I'm very happy for all the participants who were able to complete module 1 and all the way to the final day of module 2. So to finish up module 2, we are going to see what are MOOCs. So MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Courses, where we can offer full-fledged courses for our students when the count of the students are very large in numbers. So we have seen Coursera, Udemy and OpenEDX and all. So those are few of the platforms, few of the MOOC platforms who offer courses for students. So students from anywhere in the world and any number of students can take up these courses. So these are examples of online MOOC platforms. So to finish up this module 2, we are going to see how to create our own MOOC course where students can access our course at any time, any place, and there is no restriction on the count of students. So when we want to address a very large number of students, going for Google Classrooms or any other LMS, it is difficult to manage a large number of class, and at those times we can use the MOOC platforms that are available to us. So the MOOC platform that we are going to see today is the OpenEDX MOOC platform, where they give us a platform free of cost for up to 50 students. So we will see how to create a full-fledged course for our students using the OpenEDX platform, and you will see that this platform is very efficient where we want to address a large group of students. We can add our materials, we can add quizzes, and we have a lot more features inbuilt. It is like the students have to register for our course, they can read the contents at their own pace, they can answer the assignments, they can answer the quizzes. Everything takes place within one closed group. So it is similar to the courses that they attend in online platforms like Coursera and other MOOC platforms. The platform that we are going to see today to create our own MOOC course is the EduNext platform. So go to your web browser and type www.edunext.co. So once you type on this and press enter, we can see an option called as start a free trial. So click on start a free trial and scroll down. We can see the various versions available. The light version is free and it allows up to 50 users. There are other two paid versions. So for now, let us create a free version. So I click on sign up for free. And for the primary goal, which is the first step, you have to enter either the first option or the second option, as if you choose any other options, this might interfere with the type of contents that we might update in our MOOC website. So I choose to deliver online courses powered by EDX and I click on next. And it is our type of organization. We have to choose individual initiative and purpose of your initiative, select other. How many monthly active users we can enter, any range between 100 to 200, and under this choose LMS and Studio. Choose your initiative time frame, choose as soon as possible, and choose your course content source. You can choose I plan to develop the contents myself and click on next. And this is the third step where we can click our initiative name. For example, I create this for ICT FTP and URL, for example, I type ICT FTP. Click outside to see whether this is available. Yes, it is available. So my website will appear with the name https ictftp.edunext.io and language, let it be English. You can choose a theme color for your website. There are various available colors. So let me choose the light blue itself, or we'll go for some purple. And if you have any logo for your particular MOOC course, you can upload the logo. This is an optional one. You can create your logo and enter it at the later stages also. So let me update a logo which I have. So let me click on this. So after finishing this step, click on accept and Click next. And we have to enter our basic account information. This is the last step. So for contact name, let me now enter my name for now. Email ID, I'll type ftpscc2020@gmail.com. We'll give an optional username. I'll give the username as ICTFTP. We'll give some password. And how did you find about EduNext? You can choose any of the options which are mentioned. Let me give Google search. Accept the terms and conditions and click on Launch My Open EDX site. So once you have launched your Open EDX site, we can see that there are main 4 tabs. One is the Management Console. The next one is the LMS platform. Next we have Studio platform, and we have much more options. The first platform is the Management Console, and this is actually used for changing the various settings. You can upgrade your subscription to a paid version. You can monitor how many people have used your website. You can see real-time logs on how many students have logged in, at what time they have logged in, what time they have logged out, from what email ID they have logged in, and all such logs can be visited from this Management Console. The second one is the LMS platform. This is the platform that appears for students. So the students will be able to view your course using this particular LMS platform, using this link given here. Studio platform is where we upload the contents. Any videos, any text that we want to upload, we upload all those in the Studio platform that we use. So let us start seeing LMS platform and Studio platform. So let me click on this. So if you see here, the home page of our course has appeared. We can see the logo that I've given. We can see some optional image at the back, and this shows the basic courses available in EDX because I have not uploaded any course still. So this is like an online course. If the students want to register for the course that you are teaching, they need to register first. So if they click on register now, they have to enter their basic details like email ID, full name, username, password, and other basic details. And they have to create an account in your particular MOOC course. So once they create an account, then they can sign in and they can start accessing the particular course. So this is like enrolling in any online course. So we can make the process similar to enrolling in any online course. So you can create an Open EDX platform for the course you are teaching, and you can make the students to enroll in your course and learn at their own pace. So this is the dashboard for our students. But before moving on to the next step, we need to activate our email ID. So we click here. We would have received an email asking to activate the account. So let me click on activate your account. So now our account has been activated. We can use the same email ID and password that we entered using the registration process. So I click on log into my account and access my course. So now we are the dashboard. So we can see that we have not been enrolled in any course yet because there are no courses which have been uploaded in my particular MOOC website. So I'll move on to this EDX. So this is about LMS platform. So in Studio platform, this is the space where we will be entering our text, we'll be uploading our videos, we'll be uploading our materials and all that. So for this too, we use the same email ID and password. So let me click on sign in and I give sign in to Studio. So my email ID is, I already have an account. So I'll go to the email ID using which I registered now. So it is fdpsec@gmail.com. Let me enter the password. So we can see that we are at the Studio home. So here it has asked us to create our first course. So when you click on this first button, we can see how to add various course materials, how to add text and other features. And if you want to learn more about the EDX Studio, we can click on this link. This will redirect us to a video where we can learn more about OpenEDX Studio. So in the next video, let us see the other features of OpenEDX Studio and how to start our first course. Thank you.